I want to ask you a little bit about all of this wokeism. There seems to be so many Republicans today that are running more heavily, whether it's Trump, whether it's Nikki Haley, whether it's Ron DeSantis, on big cultural issues, on critical race theory, on how we educate children in the schools. Is this a distraction? Is this a critical thing to push for the base? Is this the way you want to see the Republican Party heading?
Well, it works. Populism works. I mean, if you watch the news at night, why these little personal interest stories are always what gets the most attention. And the left is canceling and the right is canceling. I mean, that generates a lot of anger, passion, and gets people to the polls. And by the way, it leads to contributions coming in the mail. So I think as you watch our politics today, more and more is focused on things that excite and anger, and less is focused on big issues like how are we going to deal with China as an emerging threat? How are we going to deal with artificial intelligence and put guardrails around it somehow? How about social media? How are we going to find a way to keep it from affecting our kids? What are we going to really do on climate change that makes a difference not just to the local advocates in the U.S., but actually makes a difference globally?
So what I'm hearing
these
from
are
you
big
is
issues.
You do not think that these culture war issues should be political priorities for the U.S. government.
Well, they work for the politics.
I understand that, but you don't think they should be policy priorities.
Well, I think the American people want to make sure that they have a bright future for themselves and for their kids. That's what they want to see. And when we're not talking about the biggest challenges that we have, I think we're shortchanging the American people.
I want to ask a couple quick questions on the things that are much more important that you just brought up. So, for example, social media. Would you support a ban on social media for, say, children under 16, under 14? Do you think that's a credible thing for America to do?
Yeah, I wouldn't be inclined to have a ban against young people. I would want to educate parents about what the impact is, but I also might want to say, look, let's make sure that all the social media companies have a responsibility for at least one of their services to be populated only by human beings and to verify that a real human is behind who is posting information.
So every account, for example, on Twitter or on Facebook would be a verified account.
Well, they might have some that are not verified. That'd be one service you could choose on Twitter, but the other service you could choose would say verified only. These are real people, and perhaps we don't know their name. Perhaps it's a hidden name, but at least someone would know the name.
I know some senators that have dabbled in that.
I still do. Absolutely. Pierre Delecto is not going away. But make sure that they're human beings as opposed to bots and foreign entities that are trying to influence and create anger here and resentment. I do think that parents are increasingly aware that having young people on social media has the potential of creating some real problems for their young people.